All right. Welcome everyone. Bonjour, bonjour. Good morning. Welcome to another Yoga for Back Pain class. Yoga Essence Institute. My name is Julian. For those who haven't practiced with me yet. So as usual, find a comfortable sit. Either Vajrasana on your knees, unless you have knee ankle issues, you can sit into an easy cross-legged position. As often, we'll start with a Pranayam, nice and easy, just to start getting into the nervous system. Very important, especially in the morning, to wake up your nervous system in the best way. So Pranayam, breathing deeply. If you have back issues, and if you have anything that is annoying you at the moment, just as usual, do what you can. Find that most comfortable seat, but probably this is the best one that can keep your spine nice and straight, activating the energy into the legs. So everything, especially for the back, everything starts in the legs. At least mechanically, in terms of the structure of the body, our foundations are in our legs. So if you have your ground that is not aligned because of some issues in the legs, weak legs, or maybe one leg shorter than the other, one foot that sinks in, anything that creates some imbalance already, it's got repercussions on the spine. So we try to find that comfortable sit, and we'll start with Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is a great breath to activate the nervous system, strengthen the nervous system as you start working with your navel. So you're going to contract your navel in towards your spine, short, sharp exhalations out the nose. So this is going to clean the frontal brain. The third eye, so very good also for mental work. So this will get you ready for the day, helping you to breathe deeper. And towards the end of the class, we'll do another pranayam, which is more soothing to relax before we go on with our day. So you can bring your right hand, palm facing upwards on top of your left, relaxing your hands on your lap with your pinky against your abdomen so that you feel the movement of your abdomen. Again, you want to focus on the exhalation, snapping your belly in. So just focusing on the exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Don't worry about the inhalation, it will happen automatically. So we'll go for 3 rounds of 10 and just quickly show you how this works. So pay attention on the abdomen. Spine is nice and straight. No straining, chest, face relaxed, just gazing forward with your eyes closed. So you take a deep inhale in through your nose. And then you start snapping with your abdomen. So just like this, we'll go 3 rounds of 10. As usual, no straining. Pay attention to any difference of pressure in the ears. If you have any, you just slow down or even stop. Otherwise, see if you can go maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit faster every round. Let's get started. Finding that comfortable sit, straight spine, long neck. Just relaxing the breath. And then you take a deep inhale in through the nose. And you get pumping. Exhaling out the nose, relaxing the breath. Just a couple of breaths to feel deeply in the body, the mind. And then we go again, second round, maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit faster if you can. Deep inhale in through the nose. And you get pumping. Exhaling out the nose completely. Inhaling, couple of relaxing breaths. Just letting the mind, the body relax for a moment. Before we go for our last round, keeping the eyes closed. Deep inhale in through the nose. And you get pumping. Exhaling out the nose completely, retaining the breath in for a moment. Inhale, letting the breath relax, eyes closed. And we'll open up the practice with 3 Om chants. Very important, the vibration of the Om after the Pranayam. Deepening the awareness. Soothing the nervous system after its activation, keeping balance and harmony in the whole body, physical, energetical, mental. Exhaling the air out the nostrils. You take a deep inhale in through the nose. Keeping your eyes closed for a moment. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose, into the chest, out the nose, in, out. Gently opening your eyes. And we come to a stand, top of the mat. So as usual, we'll start warming up the body with our traditional Surya Namaskars. So we'll start nice and easy, especially if you have a little niggly back at the moment. So not going too deep into any of the asanas. So we're just looking at getting some movement along with the breath. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. So lubricating all the joints, waking up all the systems in the body. So really getting some circulation happening. So very good for the nervous system, the spine, as we go through some series of flexion and extension. So this is the same sequence. We'll go nice and easy on the first one. And then we'll just try to repeat, increasing the pace slightly. If you feel this is too much, you can just slow down at your own pace. Or if you ever need to stop, you can skip around. Always try to do both legs. We'll be alternating left leg, right leg. Ideally, you want to make sure that you stop for maybe just both. But if you don't, that's okay. The half round is anyway quite symmetrical. So top of the mat, feet together, standing tall in Utkatasana. So it's really starting to activate the energy of the feet into the earth, lifting your inner thighs so you can start to activate your core by slightly tilting your pelvic forwards. Activate the core, shoulders over your wrists, nice and relaxed. growing nice and tall all the way to the crown of the head, gazing forward. And then we'll start bringing the hands, palms to touch in front of the heart. So really feeling that activation from the earth all the way up to the crown of the head. And I'll start directly with the Bija mantra, just a good vibration to help you feel deeper whilst you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Om Mitraయ Namaha. Nice and slow. You can start to stretch your arms up, maybe even looking up if you don't have any neck issues. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Stretching the front of the body, opening the arms, keeping the arms parallel in line with your body. Slowly you can start to fold at your hip level, keeping your spine nice and straight. Reaching forward with your fingers, crown of the head, bending into the knees as much as needed until we get warm, folding all the way down, fingertips to the floor. And then you step your left leg back as you inhale. Nice big giant step, dropping your back knee, point your toes, so back leg is completely relaxed, front knee is 90-degree angle right under your armpits. And you can start to look up. Looking up is very important. We start really getting into the spine from its base, stretching the hip flexor, hamstring, very important for lower back issues. Spine is nice and flat in the middle of the back, and then top of the spine we start to get a little compression as we look up, nice and easy. Slowly releasing, looking down, planting your hands, right knee to meet the left. Nice and slow as you exhale, arching into your lower back. You can start to come forward, bringing the weight of the body onto your shoulders. You bend your elbows, pointing towards the back, bringing your chest, forehead to the floor. Slowly releasing all the way down onto your abdomen. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Point your toes as you inhale, lifting your spine, lifting your chest, using your back muscles. Elbows are still pointing back, nice and relaxed. Shoulders away from the ears, mindfully releasing your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, tucking your toes under, reversing the process, pushing your hands into the floor. You reach your hips back and up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, still bending into your knees, nice and easy. You can take a couple of walks with your dog here, just getting some kinks in the body out of the way, but keep pressing your palms nice and strong. Next, looking forward between your hands, coming slightly forward, you step your left foot all the way between your hands. So if this is too much, you can always help your foot with your hand or grip the mat with your toes. Nice little move forward until your foot comes right between your hands, 90-degree angle into your foot. Back leg is completely relaxed, toes pointing back, and you look up, working onto the spine, the nervous system. Nice and slow, you release, looking down, stepping all the way forward, back to your forward fold, soft bend into your knees as much as you need, and then slowly, mindfully rolling your spine up, vertebra by vertebra, lifting your arms, head to be nice and heavy until you come up, stacking your head right on top, reaching your arms all the way up, palms together, and you release back down to your heart. Now we'll be adding the breathing pattern to it. Om Suyaya Namaha. Inhaling in through the nose, stretching your arms up, look up. Maybe you can start to look up, arching your spine, upper neck a little bit more, opening your arms nice and slowly. Exhale, folding at the hip level, spine is flat as much as possible, still bending into the knees if you need to, folding all the way down. This time we're going to switch, stepping your right leg back. As you inhale, you drop your knee, point your toes. Maybe going further, you can bring your hands flat on the floor and you look up, rolling your eyes upwards towards the sky, towards your third eye. Tucking your back toes under, planting your hands, stretching back, you hold your breath, chaturanga, making sure that your shoulders are over your wrists. So we really start activating into the core muscles here. Exhaling into Ashtanga, you bring your knees down, again, arching into your lower back, bringing your chest forward, bending into your elbows, you lower all the way down, chest, forehead to the floor. Slowly releasing all the way down onto your abdomen. You point your toes, Inhale. Use your back muscles. You can start to lift a little bit higher, maybe still with your elbows bent. Looking forward, shoulders are away from the ears. Mindfully as you exhale, you release your spine down, tucking your toes under, pushing on your hands, stretching your hips back and up. Adho Mukha Svanasana as you inhale. Right leg forward, right between your hands. Back leg relaxed, maybe still with your hands flat. And you start looking up, pushing your hips down a little bit closer to the floor. Slowly as you exhale, coming back, forward fold, top of the mat. Still a soft bending to your knees if you need to. Inhaling, pressing your feet into the earth to rise all the way up, reaching your fingers towards the sky. Exhale, you release your hands back down to your heart, and we keep going like this for a few rounds, using the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Om Pushnaya Namaha. Inhale. Maybe arching back a little bit more if you feel ready, opening your arms. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, left leg back. Look up. Hold your breath, Chaturanga. Nice and strong. If you need to bring your knees down, you can bring your knees down already. Moving into Ashtanga, we bring the knees, chest, forehead, elbows are off the floor, close to the body. Releasing onto your abdomen, you point your toes. Maybe this time you can start lifting a little bit higher into your full Bhujangasana, straightening your elbows. Shoulders are still relaxed. Maybe you can even look up, stretching the whole front of the body. Releasing on the exhale, nice and slow, tucking your toes, pushing back, using your core muscles to reach your hips back and up. Inhaling, left leg forward, right between your hands. Back leg relaxed, look up. Exhale, you release. Forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, you release. Om Kagaya Namaha. Inhale, stretching your arms up, look up, arching back if you can, if you don't have any back issues at the moment. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, right leg back, so we keep alternating legs. Last round, after that you're on your own, still looking up, rolling your eyes upwards to your third eye. Hold your breath, Chaturanga. Exhaling into Ashtanga, knees, chest, forehead. Releasing all the way down onto your abdomen, point your toes. Inhale. Bhujangasana, look up. Lower back relaxed. Exhale, you release. Use your core muscles to stretch back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, right leg forward. Look up. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, root to rise, and we'll keep going. You're on your own this time. Keep following your breath. Same sequence. Om Hilakadabaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Marichaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Marityaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Bhaskaraaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. All the way up, palms together. Maybe closing your eyes if you haven't already. Slowly releasing your namaskar by your heart, arms by your side, palms facing forward. Letting the breath relax, feeling into the body. If you have a good balance, you can keep your eyes closed, coming down onto your back. Savāsana, relaxing completely for a minute. Letting the breath relax. Just notice what you feel in the body, the mind. Relaxing for a few breaths. As usual, we're going to start the asanas nice and easy, lying on our backs. You do what you can. Anytime you feel you reach your limit, you stop irrespective of my instructions. Maybe still with your eyes closed for this first one, nice and easy. Bringing your feet together. Keeping your shoulders nice and relaxed as much as possible. You're going to bend into your left knee, Ekapada, Panangustasana. Getting hold of your knee, your shin with your, maybe interlacing your fingers just with your hands, or if you can go further, you might need to lift your head up for that. You can wrap your arms around your shin, maybe getting hold of your elbows, relaxing your head back down once you've got the hold of your elbows, and see if you can bring your knee maybe even a little bit further out so that your knee is coming towards your armpit, so you should be feeling your leg sliding slightly on the outside of your ribs, just so that you get a bit more stretch onto your hamstring, hip flexor. Keep pointing your right toes, lengthening the spine from your right toes all the way to the crown of the head, shoulder blades nice and relaxed into the floor. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We keep lengthening the spine every inhale. Softening hips, lower back, shoulders every exhale. We're there for a few more breaths. Again, in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep squeezing your knee towards your chest. Maybe letting your leg go out a bit further, just that tiny bit every exhale. And then slowly you can release, extending your leg forward. Just one breath, letting the pelvis relax, lower back relax. And then we go again, toes together. Inhaling, right knee to your chest. Again, interlacing your fingers, maybe wrapping your arms around, getting hold of your elbows. Keep activating into your left leg, pressing your left heel into the floor as you relax back down. So you should be feeling the stretch into the hip flexor, the hamstring. Again, see if you can let your leg go out towards the side of the ribs. You keep pressing your knee towards the chest or outside of the chest to your armpit. Lengthening every inhale, every exhale. Again, you relax into your shoulders, still trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Neck is long, so finding that length into the spine. Very good. Asana for the lower back. We're also working on the abdominal muscles, helping to relieve some wind trapped in the digestive system. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. We got one more deep breath. And then slowly releasing the grip, you extend your leg out. Relax for a breath. Bringing your palms facing into the earth alongside your body. Bringing your toes to touch together. If you have lower back issues, you can bend into your knees. Otherwise, see if you can keep your legs nice and straight. Activate your glutes, activate your core, and you reach your legs up. So if you need to keep a soft bend into your knees, you can. Otherwise, trying to keep the legs nice and straight, 90-degree angle. Keeping your hands pressing into the floor for good support. Nice and slow, we're going to start to create some circles with the legs around. We'll go clockwise first. So nice, slow circles. Very small, and then slowly you can start, as you feel fit, to increase your circles. Again, keep activating your core, not going too far, just doing what you can, nice and slow. So sometimes we've got a tendency to rush it. You don't want to rush it. The slower you go, the stronger your core will become. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. We take one more big circle, as big as fit for your lower back, so you don't want to come down too far to strain your lower back. And then we reverse. You start again nice and small. Very slow, just really feeling into the spine, especially the lower back. So making sure again that you don't strain. Just use your core, navel in towards the spine. Slowly increasing your circles, working with the breath, inhaling as you bring your legs down, and exhaling as you bring your legs up. Legs are still straight. So when you start bending your knees, that means you're trying to go a little bit too far. We take one more nice big circle, nice and slow. And then coming back to the center, bending into your knees. You can give yourself a good hug, relaxing into the abdomen. Give yourself a good hug, relaxing the lower back. We're going to go for a little bit more with the core work. So you can release your knees, bringing your knees 90-degree angle, keeping your shins parallel to the floor. And this time you can bring your arms out in T-shaped position, palms facing down so you have a good grounding. Try to keep your shoulder blades plugged in into the floor, nice and relaxed. And as you exhale, you can start to bring your knees out towards the left, just a little bit. Inhaling back to center, exhaling out to the right. So just feeling a little bit of weight coming onto your right sit bones, lower back, and you just hold using your abdominals, the obliques on the left, inhaling back to center. And you can keep going with the breath, maybe going a little bit further if you can, just watching your lower back. Again, making sure that your knees stay 90-degree angle, working along with the breath. If you feel that this is quite easy and you can easily twist the spine and bring your knees to touch to the floor and you want to go a little bit further, then the more advanced option, making sure that your shoulders are staying plugged into the floor, is to go with straight legs. So if you straighten your legs, watch out your lower back, it's a little bit stronger, and you only want to go as far as comfortable, using your abdominals to come back to center. And we'll take a few more rounds like this, trying to keep your thighs 90-degree angle from your body if you have the legs straight. Otherwise, you keep your knees 90-degree angle. Few deep breaths. Inhaling to center, nice and strong. Control movement on the descent as you exhale. We take one last round. Nice and strong, very good. Coming back to center, and you bend again into your knees, giving yourself a good hug. Oh, very good effort. Maybe you can bring your forehead to your knees, and then you can start to rock back and forth, massaging the whole spine, nice and slow. If you feel this is too much, you can always roll onto one side. Otherwise, see if you can get some momentum until you can come to a sit. Stretching your legs back, coming onto your abdomen. We are not forgetting the other part of the core, which is in the backside, Shalabhasana. So you can bring your chin to the chest, palms facing upwards, feet just about hip-width distance apart. Exhaling your breath, and as you inhale, contracting your glutes, whole back muscles. You can start to lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your legs, keep stretching your fingers, toes towards the back, and you lift up. See if you can lift your chest a little bit further, lift your chin, look forward, see if you can broaden into the collarbones, and you keep breathing. Keep lifting your feet, your hands. Few deep breaths in here, use your whole backside. In through the nose, out through the nose. Very good effort. Keep going a little bit more. You're doing fantastic. Keep going. Keep squeezing your glutes, lower back. So we're strengthening the whole spine here. Very good for the posture. A little bit more, a little bit more. One more breath. Keep going. One more breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale. You release. Head turn one way. You relax completely. You can even turn your heels in, toes out for Makarasana. Even maybe bringing your hands to overlap on the floor over your head. So you relax into the shoulders. Inhaling, coming back into the center. You can place your hands under your shoulders, bringing your feet, toes pointing back, hip-width distance apart, at least, maybe even mat distance apart. The wider, the easier for the lower back. If you don't have lower back issues and you're already good with back bends, you can maybe more advanced is to bring your hands back a little bit closer to your hips. Otherwise, you just keep them under your shoulders. Exhale your breath. And as you inhale, Bhujangasana, you start lifting your chest. Easy version is Ardha Bhujangasana, bending into your elbows, shoulders relaxed. If you can go all the way to the full Bhujangasana, you straighten your elbows, keeping the shoulder blades nice and relaxed. See if you can relax your glutes, lower back. So letting your pubic bone go towards the floor. Neck is long. Maybe you can even start to look up. And you stay there, breathing deeply, in through the nose, out through the nose. Energizing the whole spine, stretching the whole front of the body, so very good to stretch the abdominal muscles after the core work that we've been doing, energizing the spine with a compression in the discs, very healthy for the spine. Getting the blood to circulate in between each vertebrae, all the discs, activating the nerves. We therefore couple more breath, rolling your eyes upwards towards your third eye. One more deep breath. Nice and slow as you exhale, very mindfully, you start to rebend into your elbows, rolling your spine down, chin to the ground, toes to touch. Gently you can push onto your hands, stretching your hips back to your heels for Balasana, child's pose, so you can keep your knees as wide, as comfortable for your knees, so that you relax your chest between your knees, forehead to the floor, arms stretched forward, lengthening into the spine, so you breathe deeply into the backside of the body. Just a couple of breaths. And then as you inhale, lifting your head up, walking your hands back. You can tuck your toes under, hip width distance apart. Keeping your knees soft and bent. We're coming into a forward fold at the back of the mat. So you can reach your hips up. Again, soft bend into your knees, and you can get hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. Panangustasana. Again, knees are bent as much as needed. So you're relaxing your lower ribs, chest onto your thighs. As you inhale, you start to look forward so that you feel the lengthening into the spine, chest forward. See if you can broaden into the collarbones. Try to keep that happening. And as you exhale, you fold forward, bringing your forehead towards your shins, elbows out to the side. See if you can broaden into the shoulder blades. Again, bending into the knees as much as needed. Every exhale, you can start to work towards straightening your legs. See if you can keep straightening, lengthening into the spine, so crown of the head is working towards the floor. Every inhale, pushing your heels into the earth, reaching all the way up to your sit bones towards the sky. And you lengthen, tailbone back, crown of the head towards the floor. Every exhale, see if you can soften into your hip crease, abdomen, so navel goes in so that you can feel a further relaxation forward, increasing the folding, but again, keeping the bend the bend into the knees as much as you need so that you protect your hamstring, lower back, glutes, so no straining. We take one more breath. Nice and slow as you inhale, looking forward, you can rebend into your knees. Extending your arms forward, releasing the grip of your hands, of your feet, I meant, with your hands. Nice and slow on your next inhale, you can start to reach your arms forward and up. So we're moving into Utkatasana, wide-legged stance. So keep sinking your hips down. Reaching your arms up, shoulders are nice and relaxed, so you should be feeling the activation into the thighs so that you can keep smiling. Very good. Keep relaxing into your Shoulders, maybe you can start to look up. Weight of the body is onto your heels, so you should be able to lift your toes. One more deep breath. Keep the smile going. Nice and slow as you inhale, you come up. Exhale, you release. Arms by your side. Very good effort. You can bring your hands in prayer position. Bring your feet back together. Stepping your left leg forward. So we're moving into Trikanasana, spinning your back heel down 90-degree angle. So you should find your back arch aligned with your front heel. If this is too much, you can open a little bit, maybe aligning your heels together, or open as much as you need. But ideally, back arch is aligned with your front heel, back foot 90-degree angle, hands in prayer position in front of you. And as you inhale, you extend your arms out in T-shaped position. So you'll notice how the body is opening out to the right, getting onto the whole axis of the mat. Shoulders are relaxed. And as you exhale, keep activating your quadricep at the front. So pulling your kneecap up, you start reaching forward with your left hand. Forward, 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 forward. So we're bending at the hip level here, trying to keep the right hip stacked onto your left. And then you fold, only going as far down as comfortable. So keeping your hand to dangle onto the outside of the leg, so no pressure onto the leg. Otherwise, you're compromising your knee joint. As I always mention, always only have 2 knees. Very expensive to rebuild, so you don't want to go through that. So make sure you even maybe keep a slight micro bend into your knee, activating the quadricep here, the thigh. And then you can start to look up at the sky. If you don't have any neck tension, you can reach up to the sky with your right arm, looking up at your right thumb, and you want to lengthen into the sides of the body every inhale. Lengthening into the spine. Again, tailbone goes back, crown of the head goes forward. Nice long line of energy from your bottom hand to your top hand. Opening into the chest, leaning back with your top shoulder. One more deep breath. And then slowly as you inhale, pressing your feet into the earth, you rise all the way up. Arms in T-shaped position, rebend into your front knee as you exhale, stepping forward. Hands in prayer position, very good effort. And you can start to walk back. Nice and slow, just mindfully. So paying attention to where you stand into your mat. And without looking, see if you can just find that back spot at the back of the mat. Just stopped just a little bit before the end, not too bad. So just to give you a good bearings of where you are in your mat, the distance. We take the other side, stepping the right leg forward. So getting the same stance that you had before, again aligning ideally back arch aligned with your front heel, hands in prayer position. As you inhale, extend your arms. So again, really feeling the whole alignment of the body on the axis of the mat. Nice and slow as you exhale, you start drawing that right hip back and under. Keep activating your quadricep here. Reach forward, 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 forward. So you want to be feeling the lengthening onto your right ribs here. And then going down, only as far down as comfortable to keep the legs straight. And ideally keeping your hips nice and stacked. Shoulders also are stacked. You can start with your left hand on your hip. Start looking up. If you don't have any tension into the neck, no problem looking up. Then you can extend your left arm up and you keep looking at your left thumb and you keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Again, lengthening into the spine every inhale. Every exhale, you soften into your hip crease. Keep breathing, keeping the focus of the breath into the abdomen. Keep pressing your feet into the floor so legs are nice and active all the way up to the perineum region. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Couple more breath. Nice and slow as you inhale, press your feet into the earth. coming all the way up, nice and strong, rebending into your front knee as you exhale. Hop or step forward, hands in prayer position, very good effort. So now, coming down onto your knees. Sit down onto your heels for a moment, just feeling into the body. We're relaxing, letting go of the pressure into the legs. Taking one deep breath in through the nose, lengthening into the spine, out through the nose, softening into your hips, shoulders. We're now coming into Strassana, camel pose. So knees hip-width distance apart, tucking your toes under. So make sure you keep your hips right above your knees, and you can bring your hands under on your sacrum. Fingertips pointing down, or if you want a little bit more, fingertips pointing up, your choice. But you tuck your chin in, keeping the spine nice and long, and you start to draw your elbows and shoulders towards each other in your back. So you should be feeling already an opening into your chest, front of the body. But for now, keep your chin tucked in. And as you inhale, nice and slow, you're going to start to reach back with your shoulders, arching into your upper back, but make sure that your lower back is nice and relaxed, keeping your hips over your knees. That's your first level. You can stay there, or if you feel you can go a bit further, you don't have any neck issues. Slowly you can start to look up, relaxing the neck, letting your head drop back. Again, your hips are nice and relaxed, but over your knees. Drawing your shoulder blades in towards each other. You keep breathing, feeling the deep stretch into the whole front of the body. If you want to go further, you can start to drop your left hand onto your heel. And I will bring the right arm up, only if you feel you can go a bit further. And see if you can stretch your right arm back. Keep pushing your navel pubic bone forward. Nice and slow, you can release your right hand onto your right heel for full Utkatasana. Very slowly, keep pushing onto your right heel. You can start reaching your left hand forward as you inhale and reach up. Couple of breaths here. Anytime you feel the need to release, you use your deep core muscles to come back and you sit on your heels. We've got a couple more breaths here. Nice and slow, you can release your left hand to your left heel. We take one more deep breath. Again, use your deep core muscles to come back up. Untuck your toes and you sit back onto your heels. Relax completely, palms open to the sky, and just feel the energy around the chest, the heart center. This is a deep heart opener, stretching the whole front of the body. Couple of breaths. Possibly keeping your eyes closed, or if this is too much for your knees, you can come into an easy cross-legged position. We'll just finish off with a nice little twist. So keeping the spine nice and straight, inhaling, lengthening, reaching your arms up. And as you exhale, you twist to the left, hooking the back of your right hand into the outside of your left knee, left hand behind you. Take another inhale to lengthen into the spine. Exhale, you twist, staying there for a couple of breaths. So every inhale, you lengthen, broadening into the collarbones, heart forward and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you twist a little bit further into your spine, only doing as much as comfortable for your own back. One more deep breath. Inhaling, coming back to center, reaching your arms up, and we take the other side as you exhale. Hooking the back of your hand, See if you can bring your right fingertips to the floor to help you keeping the spine nice and upright, lengthening on the inhale, and then twisting on the exhale. You try to keep your hips nice and squared, and you twist from your lower ribs, then your shoulders, your neck, your head, your eyes. Taking one more deep breath. Inhaling, coming back to center, arms up. Exhale, you release. All right, so now we're going to finish up with a very good pranayam, which really helps to relax. So nervous system should be already quite relaxed with the twist. So we'll go for Bhramari. Very important to do this breath, and actually this is something that you can do very often if you're walking around, doing the dishes or whatever. What we'll do is we add to the breathing the humming sound. So it's called Bhramari because it's back in India it's the sound of the black bee. So when a bee is so that's the sound you want to reproduce. So what it does, it's really helping to tone the vagus nerve, very important nerve that links the brain and the guts. And also what it does, it's increasing 15 times the amount of nitric oxide that is produced into the body. So it's a chemical substance that is naturally produced in the body, and it's antiviral, so paramount for the immune system. And as crazy as it sounds, just the humming has 15 times the power of just normal breath. So great thing to do. So what we'll be doing is with your mouth closed, just your lips just slightly touching, you'll be doing the humming. So it should be coming from probably around the throat, back of the throat, into the back of the mouth, into the mouth. And just like if you wanted to purse your lips, you should be feeling a little vibration into your lips and going up into your head. So for that, we'll increase by plugging the ears with the index fingers. So just that little lobe in the middle here, just a gentle pressure so that it closes and it's like you hear the ocean. So with the vibration that you create, the humming is going to vibrate into your head, very relaxing. The other option is to bring the palm of the hands over your ears to block your ears if you feel not comfortable sticking your fingers up into your ear hole. Either option, you take a deep inhale and you want to do your humming on the whole exhale. So trying to lengthen your exhale so you keep humming, and then you can inhale again. So we'll go for 3 rounds. So it just goes like this. Just have a quick check. Deep inhale in through the nose, and then you start humming. So you on your whole exhale, finish your exhale, and then you start again. 3 rounds. Spine is nice and straight, relaxed. Using your fingers or palm, you block your ears, you take a deep inhale, and you start humming. Keeping your eyes closed. We'll do one more round. Keeping your eyes closed. Still with your eyes closed. Just feeling into the body. Hands relaxed. Palms facing upwards. Back of the hands on your lap. Knees. Maybe still feeling the vibration in your head or the whole body. Keeping this awareness to the vibration, keeping your eyes closed. You can slowly come into Shavasana, stretching your legs forward. Gently coming onto your back, nice slow movement so that you don't disturb the energies. Palms facing upwards, arms relaxed by your side. And you relax completely. Just focusing on the vibration, the peace in your mind. Particularly if your back is a little bit sore, or you're feeling that your back is flaring up at the moment, you can stay a little bit longer into your Shavasana, giving more rest to the body, the mind. Otherwise, you can start to invite the breath back into the body to get a little movement into your toes, fingers. And on your next inhale, you can stretch your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers, pointing your toes, so stretching the body nice and long, extending the spine, Still with your eyes closed, as you exhale, you can roll over onto your left side, making a pillow with your arm, bending into your knees, so you take a couple of breaths in an easy fetal position, just to let the body and mind reconnect. And when you feel ready, gently pressing your hands onto the earth to come up to a comfortable sit. Nice, easy, cross-legged position. Spine nice and straight, palms together in the Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Just taking a moment here to feel in your body, your spine, feeling the quietness, the peace in your mind. We'll seal the practice with a beautiful mantra. So just taking the vibration. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Peace, love and light. Gently blinking your eyes when you feel ready. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I hope the back is all right. Again, if you feel compelled to stay longer in your Shavasana, relax further. I also have some great Yoga Nidra recordings, videos. Very great practice to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. So it's very good to rest the whole body, the mind. Very good practice for the lower back. Otherwise, just make sure that you keep practicing. You also need to keep getting some movement so that you keep the blood flowing. Very important to bring in all the nutrients, warm up and lubricate the joints. This is something very important along with the breath, pranayam. So slowly we introduce more pranayams. Which is the science of breathing, because breath is everything. We've got a lot of prana, life force, as you might know. If you don't breathe, you're not going to live for much longer. It only takes a few minutes. You can go without food, without water, but with breath, it doesn't last much longer. So really important to work on the breath, especially good for the nervous system. So I always give you some good pranayams and help you to practice. So keep practicing and watch your back, and see you next time.